Hey, you guys. Hey, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new here. We're going to be talking about Gypsy Rose Blanchard. She was released from her parole on June 25th. She made a statement. We're going to go into her statement shortly. But before we get into that, you guys, she's been released from parole, and there are a lot of people not happy about this. There are some people who are Nicholas Godejohn, her co-defendant supporters. There are other people that's not even supporters of Nicholas Godejohn, but just people who feel that Gypsy did not serve enough time for the crime that she committed, that she should have stayed in prison longer. She should have got a longer sentence. There are people that feel that she should not be off parole. There's a lot of people that feel that the way that she's acted after getting out of prison does not mirror a person that has remorse for the crime that she committed. That she has gotten out of prison and then basically pretended like nothing happened, acted like she has. She has gotten out of prison and it seems to act like she was the victim and she had no other option but to get her boyfriend who has Asperger's, to unalive her mom. And there are a lot of people who disagree with the fact that Gypsy is out of prison and off parole. And they took to the streets, you guys. We're going to get into it. They paid $1,000 for this mobile billboard to ride through the French quarters of New Orleans because Gypsy spent the weekend in New Orleans celebrating the fact that she was on parole. So I don't know who all paid for this, but allegedly it was like $1,000. And this mobile billboard just rode around, and Gypsy did come in contact with the billboard. She saw it and she went live, or either went live or recorded running into this billboard and her reaction. So we're going to get into all of that, you guys, because while she claims that she's unbothered by the billboard, she was clearly bothered by the billboard. And she's making threats. She made threats in the video. She made threats. She was not happy about the fact that they put her minor child on a billboard. Mind you, this is the same picture that Gypsy gave to People magazine herself. And now she's upset that someone took a picture that she sold to People magazine. She either sold or she allowed them to buy it from her. That's the same thing. She sold you, but yeah, never mind. It's been a long day, you guys. Forgive me. We're going to go into Gypsy Rose Blanchard's her statement that she made after she was released from parole, because her statement itself is just shocking, to say the least. It's crazy. She says, "I've taken accountability and now I take back my life." You want to know who can't take back their life? Yeah, the woman that you got your boyfriend to butcher, that lady. "When I accepted my sentence, I accepted the weight of my choices. I served my time. This was my accountability." Girl, accountability is when you are not pressured to take accountability. You were forced to go to prison. You were forced to be on parole. You did not do these things because you were like, "Oh, you know what? I helped unalive my mom. I planned that. I was the mastermind behind it. So let me take accountability. Let me turn myself in." Girl, if you would have been caught, you'd still be on the run. So hush your mouth. "This was my accountability, and I've carried it for years. I don't owe the past anything anymore." I couldn't imagine being someone that participated in the unaliving of someone else and felt that, "Oh, you know what? It's over. It's done with. I don't owe the past anything anymore." Girl, you took a whole life. As for Nicholas Godejohn, yes, he is a deeply disturbed man, but he also knew the difference between right and wrong. And you knew the difference between right and wrong more than Nicholas Godejohn would. Because someone with Asperger's, I don't know the level of his Asperger's, but if you even watch him in court, if you watch his mannerisms, I mean, I just feel like he would be the type that would be easily influenced. If he, as disturbed as he was, whatever, you knew right from wrong more than he would have. Regardless of my role of unintentional manipulation, does that word even exist? Is that really a word? Unintentional manipulation? This type of manipulation isn't rooted in malice. It's often a reflection of past trauma, fear of abandonment, or a lack of emotional tools. The key difference is intent. I wish I would have downloaded the video that of Gypsy Rose Blanchard, because I have it, walking through her house. She goes in her mom's bedroom. She points to her mom's bed and then she does this, like the stabbing motion. It's not rooted in malice, unintentional manipulation. Girl, you didn't even manipulate this dude to unalive your mom. You straight up told him, unalive my mom, come pick me up, unalive my mom, and then I'll give you the goods. Unintentional? No, this was completely intentional. There's no way you can have your boyfriend unalive your mom and say, "Oh, there was no malice there." Girl, you're delusional. Full-blown delusional. You know what? I could have no respect for her, but maybe not despise her as much as I do if she would not have done all this. Like, yes, I manipulated this dude. Yes, the unintentional manipulation, girl, get a grip. The key difference is intent. Yeah, I did not intend for him to unalive my mom, even though I literally showed him where the bed was, left the knife and the gloves outside. The person is not trying to deceive or control, but the behavior still affects others and requires self awareness and growth to correct. She, oh my goodness, I can't. She goes on to say, I will not carry his actions on my shoulders any longer. That weight that you feel, Miss Chip, the weight that you feel on your shoulders wasn't from his actions, it was from yours. It was, maybe, that nice angel was sitting on your shoulders weighing you down saying, "Girl, you shouldn't have did that. You shouldn't have did that." I've taken responsibility for mine. This next chapter is one of healing, of growth, of reclaiming my life. This is freedom, and I'm moving forward with clarity, peace, and self forgiveness. The justice system has decided the case is closed. This is justice for Dee Dee as well as myself, who the justice system failed. Like, girlfriend, first off, why not call her mom? She's still your mom. This is justice for my mom as well as myself. There is no justice for Dee Dee because you unalived her and now you are walking roam free. The justice system, I'm not sure how it failed Gypsy because she never told the police. She never gave them the opportunity to fail her or protect her. She never told them. All right, she goes on to say, Nicholas made the decision to move forward with that night. That was a choice, and he is not exempt from the consequences of that choice. His diagnosis of autism slash Asperger's does not excuse what he did. You know what? I have a feeling if Gypsy was to have a child who was autistic or had Asperger's, then she might feel a little bit different about this. Mental health is complex, but accountability matters, and no one is above the law. His fate was decided by a panel of judges, prosecutors, lawyers, and 12 jury members who reviewed the same evidence circulating online. His efforts of appeals have all been unsuccessful, each court agreeing with the original conviction. I'm going to go back to this part right here. His fate was decided by a panel of judges, prosecutors, lawyers, and 12 jury members who reviewed the same evidence circulating online. Here's the thing, Gypsy. If you would have went before the judges, the prosecutors, the lawyers, and the jury members, if you would have went to trial, Gypsy's own attorney said when they saw that video of Gypsy walking him through the house and going to the bed and pointing and doing the stabbing motion, like they knew they were done for. That's why they had to convince her to take a plea deal. They were like, we had to convince her to take a plea because that video was like that done it in for us. And then they came up with the Munchausen by proxy. If you watch Becca Scoops, go check out Becca Scoops. Dee Dee was never diagnosed with Munchausen by proxy. Becca has done a lot of research to figure out that like all these hundreds of surgeries that Gypsy says that she's had, she did not have. She had a couple, but they were needed due to, she does have microdeletion. So that microdeletion does cause some issues, and her surgeries were due to that or a few other things. So, and I think Becca does say like maybe there was like an element of what's it called, you guys? Where maybe they were conning people for money, but it was not that Gypsy was actually being abused. If you watch Becca's videos, Becca actually proves and uncovers that Dee, yeah, that's what it's called. Dee was in really bad health and was like almost bedridden at this time. Almost bedridden, like pretty much bedridden due to her health. So, and if you go back, you guys, if y'all go look at the pictures, if you go back, and I'm probably not having to convince anyone, but if you go look at the pictures of Gypsy when she's like all done up with her wigs and her makeup and the knife, and I'm like, first off, there's no way if her mom was, keeping her in this prison, as she likes to tell us, how the heck did she have time to, like, where was she buying the wigs? How did her mom not know? How did she have time to dress up, put her wigs on, fix them up, get the clothes that she had? Or, I mean, obviously she ordered it and it came to her house. So how did she make sure she was always the one to check the mail if her mom kept her locked up like a prisoner? The makeup, like I barely got time to do anything when it comes to my kids. Like my kids are like, if I'm in that house, my kids are on me like you wouldn't believe. And like, I could not. Like, how do you have time to do your makeup, to get your wig on, to dress up, to have a dating profile, to have Facebook pages, and to entertain this and the text messages? Hey, go, get online right now, or hey, go text me. Where is Dee? Your guard, your warden. Where is she? So the thing about it is Gypsy took a plea for 10 years because she knew had she went to trial and faced a jury of her peers, then she would have probably got life or death. Do they offer death in the state that she was in? I don't know, but she definitely would have gotten life for sure. And yes, Nicholas got it, but I personally believe that Nicholas should be in like a mental health facility. Probably not prison. Obviously, he's got some issues. But if you listen to Becca Scoops, she talks about how Gypsy introduced Dan to the dark side. That Gypsy introduced Dan to, what's it called? I want to say BDSM. Is it BDSM? Is that what it is? Yet she told her attorneys and everyone that Nicholas introduced it to her. Nicholas being, having autism, Asperger's, and having his first girlfriend, her introducing him to BDSM and her telling him like, oh, let's role play. I'm so-and-so. Yeah, he jumped right into that. To him being a vampire that was 500 years old, he did jump right into it. His mom did pass away. She did. So he jumped right into the world that you were living in, that you brought him into. Her attorney is even in the news clip saying Gypsy probably would have got the DP. Exactly. So for her to be like, his fate was decided only because he didn't take a plea deal. He did not take a plea deal because his lawyers thought that they would be able to prove that you manipulated him and that he obviously his mental health, his his autism could show that obviously, he could be pressured into doing something like this. But I think he should probably be in like a mental health facility, but whatever. I'm a nobody, so my opinion doesn't matter. But anyways, this is what she posted the day that she got off probation. And then that weekend, she went out partying, you guys. She went out drinking with her friends. We're going to watch a little clip of when she went out partying. Trigger warning, there's going to be some foul language in this video. She's taking shots. They're talking about BJs in reference to shots, but then they turn it into a sexual conversation. So put in your earbuds or walk into another room. Yes, she was absolutely white girl wasted 1,000%. So let's go ahead. Let's watch a little clip from her night. And yes, Gypsy left reviews and we'll go over that as well.
Shot. Yeah.
Get it. Hey. Go.
Oh, my P.O. I waited on that one.
Your P.O. is probably celebrating right.
That's so like immature. Call my P.O. I wait on that one. Okay, girl.
Now too.
Yeah, for real. With all
probably so happy.
We get
Want to talk outside? Do you know what to talk about? Okay,
She looked young.
One of those screenshots.
Can she stand?
Wrong door.
what are you doing?
She's trying to go through the door that don't open.
Good job.
Ken's at home.
Home with baby girl.
Human's a bed. No. Ken is
Baby girl is so cute.
night. Ladies night. Ladies night. Remember that one? They broke up.
I don't know, but if I had anything to do with the unaliving of anyone, especially my mom, and I did ever get out of prison and I did ever get out of parole, like, yeah, I may go celebrate, but I'm not going to be going live and be like, you know what I'm saying? Like that, I don't know. That behavior is just behavior of someone that, in my opinion, has like no regret. Like, I got away with it. Like, I got, I got 10 years. I did 7.5. Now I'm on parole. I get to live my life. I'm still young. I'm having babies. I'm with the man that I love. Like, really, like, I don't think she got enough consequences, in my opinion.
That's right.
Should we do a BJ shot?
Yes.
Yes.
No, you did
They said, should we do a BJ shot? And she said, I already did one.
Do it. You can do it, Gypsy. You have plenty of practice.
Come on, girl. You can do it.
Did she hear me?
You can't tell me you haven't done this shit with no your hands before.
I was going to
Come
say,
on
you
now.
can do it. You have plenty of practice, Gypsy.
Exactly. Don't pretend. Don't pretend. Don't pretend you can't do it with no hands. Come on, girl. Come on,
I mean, you
girl.
could ask Ken, even though he's asleep.
Zooby Day.
Do it.
Ken's gonna be like, oh my god.
I can't fucking with it. This is hilarious.
She said, how about 2 hands? Oh my god. It's so funny.
Like she did it. No, the fuck she did.
Girl, your daughter's going to see this
That's
one day.
right.
Which, I mean,
Guys, that last shot.
I'm like, oh, your daughter's going to see you like drunk as a skunk talking about BJs, but I mean, you could your mom, so her grandmother, so,
Done
Really?
Yeah.
Yes, reminds me of the brownies at the motel with Nick. Yep. The way she acted then, for sure. She hasn't changed. And there she is reacting from the night before, like, oh my goodness. Okay, so that's just a clip of the live. There's like full videos out there that I contemplated watching a full live with you guys. If y'all want, let me know. And maybe tomorrow we'll watch more of it. But that's just a clip. Okay, now we're going to watch her. So we're going to watch Conspiratea's video. As you can see, this is Conspiratea's video. You guys go check out Conspiratea over on TikTok, Instagram. I have her IG linked in the description box. So you guys can go click on that link and it'll take you right to Conspiratea's IG. But Conspiratea is going to explain that because Gypsy was going to be going out in the French quarters, that people someone actually went and put up signs with Gypsy's face on it, saying like that she was an unaliver. And Gypsy and her friends came across them and they started like ripping them down. And then it's going to show her respond to the mobile billboard. So thank you, Alicia.
Being off parole, people went out and hung up these flyers locally.
Let me back it up.
Prior to Gypsy Rose Blanchard going out and celebrating being off parole, people went out and hung up these flyers locally.
If you dislike Gypsy Rose, send Tammy a gift.
Yeah.
If you dislike schmurderers, send Tammy a gift. You are here for some street justice since the criminal justice system failed us. Send Tammy some gifts.
Then Gypsy's friends went and tore them down and posted this video.
Matter of minutes, we pulled it off, and they couldn't even if they tried.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
Oh man.
Yeah, Gypsy's people was like on a TikTok live stream, and they're like, yeah, they went and hung what flyers up, but we were able to take them all. We were able to take them all down. They couldn't keep them up if they tried or whatever. And then the person like went back and put them all up again.
I think we pulling it off just fine.
And people were sending this girl money, sent her $20. That's her on that's her. The person putting up the flyers. People was sending her money. The lady hanging the flyers. This is epic. There she goes. Just donated. Thanks for doing that. Tappity tap. Hey, Amber. Gypsy on the trash can. I hope she sees them. She did. And there is the van right there. Motherhood, not fit for motherhood. And then on the back, it says something. What does it say? We have a bigger picture in a minute. We'll look at it if you guys want. But anyways, it says something about her getting off parole on the back. Okay. But here, Gypsy is about to see it and respond to it. Definitely money well spent.
Oh, look out. Gypsy don't give a fuck.
Y'all are sad.
Gypsy don't give a fuck.
Foul language. Also, the fact that, here's the thing. Reverse psychology doesn't work with most people. Like children and, children. Yeah, but saying, oh, Gypsy don't care. Girl, if Gypsy didn't care, y'all wouldn't be acting like this. So shut up.
Gypsy don't give a fuck. Gypsy don't give a fuck. Now what? Oh, y'all wasted y'all
Fuck
money.
you guys. Because I had a great time in New Orleans. Anyway.
Louisiana Mobile Billboard, they put minors on Billboard. Minors.
My minor child.
Minor child.
Girl, the same picture you gave to People magazine.
Minor child.
Look at that. Look at Gypsy don't give a fuck.
Do not give a fuck.
Do not. Nobody gives a fuck.
Fuck the haters.
How you like that, bitches?
That was crazy.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. You put minors on a billboard. A minor.
I'll be calling tomorrow. Fuck you guys.
A minor child.
I still had a great time in New Orleans. Do not give a fuck about the haters and them spending $1,000 to rent that thing.
Okay, so Ken posted this beforehand. And really quickly. Pink Cloud 9 podcast, thank you so much. You said, Elle, love you, love to see you exposing Gypsy. Thank you so much. Been following her since 2008 and you for about 2 years. If you have a StreamYard link, let me know. I do. I posted it right there. Also, it is in the description box at the very, very bottom. So anybody that wants to start streaming and you want to start using StreamYards, I always have a link at the bottom, and it's just like a referral link or whatever. Like basically, if you use my link when you start using StreamYards, I think I get I get money from it. I think nobody's ever used it, but StreamYards now tells us like, hey, here's your referral link. So if anybody wants to use it, it is in the bottom of my description box, and I just posted it. Thank you so much, Pink Cloud 9 podcast. Thank you. Okay, so Ken posted this because news got out about the billboard before she went live showing that she had seen it. Somebody posted the billboard or whatever, and Ken said, imagine wasting money on this thinking you're doing something. We aren't even there. Might as well get a billboard in Iowa. Almost most of the streets around the French Quarters close soon. Talk about a self-own. It looks like it wasn't a self-own because she was there. She was on the French Quarters, and that billboard literally must have had a tracker on Gypsy because it was just waiting outside when she come walking out. And it definitely bothered her 1,000%. Her claiming that she's not bothered. Like, girl, you were so bothered that it was money wasted. No, it wasn't. If I would have paid that money for that, if I would have paid $1,000 for that billboard just for to make the public aware of who you were, just to get a rise out of you, I would felt like I would have paid $2,000 for the way that you responded. I would have been like, money well spent. Money well spent. She saw it. She responded. Great. I mean, you literally saw it. You walked right up to it. And then you went live, flipping them off, acting crazy. My minor child, literally the name of the minor child. The minor child that you sold the picture to People Magazine. You have posted on your social media page. You go live every other Thursday or whatever it is on your TikTok where you can see, your minor child can be seen, maybe not the face, but you can see the minor child. If you try to like pursue some sort of like consequence for this person, like if you try to say like, oh, they doxed my minor child or whatever, like a judge would literally throw this out so quickly once they learned that you and said minor child were on a reality TV show. You had your child, like you gave birth on TV. Not actually the pushing like the Kardashians, but like you guys filmed for that, filmed you in the hospital. Like the judge is going to be like, I'm sorry, ma'am, but you are a reality TV personality. And when you sell your pictures to media outlets and the magazines, they can be used by other people. Sorry. There's a few creators. Okay, so anyone wondering who paid for it? Megan says it was a few creators who went in with the money for it. See, I didn't know, but she said she was going to be calling somebody. Now, she did send a text to the company, Louisiana Billboards, and this is what she had to say. So they responded. I guess she sent something. They responded. They said, hello, thank you for contacting us. How may I assist you? Louisiana Mobile Billboards. She said, my name is Gypsy Rose Blanchard. This last weekend, your company held a bullying hate campaign against me and included a photo of me and my child when she was born. First off, you can't even tell for sure. Yeah, she wasn't crying when TMZ posted it or People Magazine. Exactly. She's only crying when somebody uses it that doesn't like her. This campaign was meant to harass and cause embarrassment, emotional distress, and shame. You know what caused even more embarrassment is those people walking around the French Quarters probably wouldn't have even given that billboard a second glance. They probably would have looked at him like, oh, Gypsy Rose Blanchard, haha. But the fact that you started screaming at the top of your lungs and flipping everybody, F the haters, that is probably what was more embarrassing. People seeing that billboard, let me tell you, people that live in that area know who you are, I'm sure. They know that you are from somewhere in the general area, not exactly there. You know what I'm saying? Like most people know who Gypsy Rose Blanchard is, whatever. Most people have their opinions about you anyway. Most people have their opinions regardless that you were a victim and you did what you had to do, that you were a victim and you shouldn't have done what you did, but you were a victim, that you weren't a victim, that you lied, that you're a con artist and you deserve to be in jail. Like people have that opinion of you. And I doubt the billboard was going to alter that opinion. So seeing that billboard, like if I would have seen it, I probably just like, because I do what I do, I'm sure I would have taken a picture of it. But if I was not in this line of work and I was down there and I saw it, I just would have been like, oh my goodness, look at Gypsy Rose Blanchard billboard. That's crazy. But I wouldn't have even thought anything else of it. However, if I would have seen it and then I heard somebody screaming, F the haters, and I looked over and it was Gypsy Rose Blanchard beside the mobile billboard screaming, flipping off everyone, then I would have been like, she's crazy. That was the only embarrassing thing, really. You did that, Gypsy. Okay, Megan says, Elle, go read above comment. Is it from you? They are now helping the single mom who owns a company because she is getting harassed and is afraid. No. What? Oh my goodness. That's horrible. It's Louisiana Mobile Billboards. I don't know. There's like 5 different reviews on their site and they're all written like Gypsy, but they say 5 different people. I'm sure it's Gypsy. Gypsy has a lot of sock accounts. Don't we know? Gypsy and Kim both have sock accounts. Wow, I should go make a positive one just because. She goes on to say, this campaign was meant to harass and cause embarrassment, emotional distress, and shame. I find it disturbing that your company does not have standards for the campaigns that are being promoted. I'm a victim of long-term child A, who, yes, committed a crime to escape this A. I paid my dues to society and my parole ended. I was in New Orleans celebrating with friends. This accomplishment. Okay. Is it an accomplishment to get off parole? Okay, I guess. Celebrating this accomplishment to me is like graduating high school, graduating college, getting your degree. That's like an accomplishment to me. Getting off parole. There are many people who support me in the community as well as around the world. Girl, where's the period? I have my fair share of haters, and as an anti-bullying advocate, I'm highly disturbed by your company's actions to move forward with this campaign. This type of harassment is detrimental to someone's emotional and mental well-being. This type of harassment is detrimental to someone's emotional and mental well-being. But she took a life. I would kindly ask that going forward, your company would ensure that future campaigns are not harmful to individuals. I mean, this lady probably didn't really suspect that she would run into you. Whoever owns this billboard probably just thought, okay, these are people that dislike Gypsy, whatever. I doubt this person knew. You know, it's like, hey, put this on your billboard right around the French Quarters. Thank you. I doubt they knew. Like, oh, that's where Gypsy's going to be, and we're going to probably see her. But either way, they were paid to run an ad. So, like, can they turn it down? I mean, maybe, I guess, but like, come on. Who cares? It's not that big of a deal. You're on a TV show. You've done documentaries where you talk about what happened. She came out of prison with only one goal, to be famous. She didn't give a about getting actual long-term mental health care. She is dangerous. Yep. She's entitled. She thinks people owe her something. I should buy Gypsy a dictionary and highlight these words: accountability and advocate. She clearly doesn't know what they mean. I agree. She definitely does not. She definitely does not know what it means. Her celebrating parole is like someone celebrating weight loss with a cake. 100%. People were saying that members of the public had to tell them to calm down and stop cursing because they had kids around. Oh, and that would be something that if I would have been in that area, the girl who owns the company didn't even know about the case. Wow. Yeah, they're not going to vet every like request they come in to run a billboard. Like, I mean, to run an ad on their billboard. That is insane. So yeah, she saw it. She freaked out. She made this big deal about her minor child, saying she was going to call someone. But it's like, really, Gypsy, you really can't do. I mean, whoever said it's like celebrating weight loss with a cake was spot on, right? Yes. But yeah, if I would have been in that area for whatever reason, like with my child or something, and I would have heard Gypsy Rose Blanchard yelling and cursing, I would have been like, "Excuse me, ma'am. I know you don't know how to behave since you like the people, but I have a child here. Can you shut up? Can you please have a little bit of respect for the public? Like, I know that van got you all upset, but girl, nobody cares about it. Stop cussing before I literally kick you." You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Right. If there were pictures of her in her backyard with her kid, that would be different. But this was a very public picture. Like your mug shot, like a picture like that. You sold that to People Magazine. So insanity. Insanity, you guys. I do feel like it's only a matter of time before Gypsy's in some sort of trouble. I'm actually shocked that she was able to make it off parole because I know I don't condone violence, but don't make me punch you. Don't make me throw punch you. So I know after her and Ryan Anderson split, there was rumors circulating that her and Ryan went to the bar a couple of times with his friends because she really wanted to. That she really wanted to go and she wasn't supposed to go, but she wanted to, so they went. There were also rumors that she continued talking to friends of hers that were in prison that were still locked up, and she did it through on Ryan's phone because she's not. She's not supposed to talk to them. She wasn't supposed to have any communication with any prisoners or any convicted felons or anybody like that. But she had a lot of good friends still in jail. So she would use Ryan's phone to talk to them. That came out. And then what else came out? Oh, it came out that she was getting, I think it was Bree, to like threaten her haters. So yeah. Awesome, Alicia. I'm glad I could keep you entertained. Did she openly drink while on parole? No, I think that was always like apple juice that she would drink when she was with her family and stuff. If there were videos of her dancing on TikTok, she would be complaining. Exactly. I know, right? In reality, she violated parole so much, but her PO just looked the other way. I was very shocked that she. Yay, I'm glad it's working for you. Thank you, Pink Cloud 9 for using it. Well, I know there was a time where her and they were filming. This was on the show. Her and Ken, they did their little baby moon, and they had apple juice. And she was like, "So everybody knows it's apple juice." And at some point, maybe on a TikTok, she said that she drinks apple juice. That people have already contacted her PO about her drinking, but it's always apple juice. So Bree tried to help her cover up talking to other inmates. Yeah, so I'm actually shocked that she never violated, but I feel like her PO must have been some sort of a fan or whatever, maybe liked her and really took it easy on her. However, the only one that we know is actually apple juice was in fact on the show because they opened it like on camera. Like he opened it on camera and poured it and she drank it. However, the other ones we don't know. Take her word, a known liar. So I mean it could have been alcohol and she could have just been saying, "Oh, it's apple juice." Her PO don't want to be her next victim, Alicia says. I know that's right. PO just wanted her off their hands. Yeah. Yeah, no, I would say Bree was nice. Like Bree came into the live, Bree was nice. And, if Bree came into the live right now, I wouldn't be rude, but I would still state my opinions. But she was nice. Anyways, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this one. You guys let me know your thoughts. I think the money was well spent because not only did it bring awareness, it says Gypsy Rose off parole and in the French quarters. So it brought awareness to the people in the area, but Gypsy also saw it and acted straight foolish. She lost it, threatening to call someone, I don't know, Ghostbusters, whatever, making this big deal about her minor child being on there like it even mattered. So I think it was money well spent. You got a rise out of her. So if I would have been the one that paid the money, I would have been like, "Hey, yes, yes." I would not have felt like it was money wasted because, we got to see Gypsy lose it for a minute over this situation. Them saying that she wasn't bothered or whatever. Yeah, she was definitely bothered. They were all bothered. They were all bothered by the flyers that was posted everywhere. That's why they were taking them down. They were bothered by the Billboard. So I think it was money well spent. You guys let me your thoughts in the comment section below. We're going to continue to keep up with the situation with Gypsy off parole. I'm going to be watching her. You know what I'm saying? How long do you guys give it? How long do you guys give it before she ends up in jail? I will tell you this. We know Ken's already threatened her. When Gypsy was wanting to go meet up with Ryan with the baby, Ken said, "If you do that, I will leave you and I will get custody of Aurora." So Gypsy already knows she's got a man that ain't playing about his baby. She got a man that is not playing about that baby. And he does not trust Gypsy enough that if he left her and filed for divorce, that he would leave Gypsy with the baby. He would take that baby. And he's already told her that. So Gypsy better make sure she's happy with him because if they separated, he's going to take the baby. So you guys leave your thoughts in the comment section below. How long do you think it will be before she messes up, ends up back behind bars? How long do you give her and Ken? I don't know. I feel like as long as they're filming for a show, I think Ken may stick around, but I do think I don't think they're gonna work out, and I do think he will end up with custody of that baby. That's just my opinion, but you guys leave me your thoughts in the comment section below. Make sure you like this video, leave me your thoughts. Also, People ask me about my eyeshadow. I did a little video over on TikTok. I didn't show myself doing my eyeshadow, but I did show the products that I use. Also, the products that I use are in the description box of this video. Also, a link for StreamYards is in the description box. So shout out to Pink Cloud 9 for using that link. Anybody else wants to use it, go check it out. Give this video on the way out, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye, guys.